Hey, what up? Good morning, James Rice, live in my living room. Should be outside today. It's unbelievably beautiful and sunny. First of the month, April 4th. It's my father's birthday. I would say he's about 85 years old. So I got to call him. Anyway, let's fire this live up. Jump on. Let's talk shop a little bit. Let's share some ideas, some tips, some tricks, some hacks, some things that make you go, that you then can implement into your life, into your world, with the simple goal of helping you, myself, others get better. What up, James? Had a super fun morning. One thing that's been happening, hey, Jen, one thing that's been happening in my world that I'm very excited about is I've been getting up earlier. It's funny. You know, I love getting up. Oh, Brian Lewis, what up? I love getting up and getting my day started because I'm very excited about all my projects. You know, the brand Fit Over 50, the site's really done. We can launch it anytime. Prove It has been growing, more involved with my church. The book is done. That is rolling out. Sold a couple, signed a couple. That site and landing page is really done. They're tweaking a couple pieces. I'll test it, and then we're going to launch that, and that's going to be great. So, I mean, there's cool stuff going on. Personally, check this out. Come to Vegas. I personally have my pastor and associate pastor coming. Have a friend of mine from Florida and his wife coming. Have a friend of mine from Marina Del Rey area and her friend coming. Have my Uber driver, check Rice Builders. If you need an Uber driver, my friend Eugene Richardson is an Uber driver, has a Yukon, beautiful vehicle. Put his number in my message groups. Call him. He'll be visiting with us. Alex Love, friend of Michael Rutherford's of mine, he's supposed to be there. So I'm excited. I got a handful of newbies, which I love it. If I've been around this community for 70 years, then we all can get newbies. But it wakes up, it starts people with a couple things. I was chatting this with someone yesterday. Is that to me the most important part is, do you wake up excited? You know, so how do we do that? Maybe we just chat about that a little bit. You know, it's funny, and I can hear some people, because I've chatted this subject with people before, and one of the first things out of their mouths is, yeah, but I got this going on, and you don't understand. Well, if your kids are driving you crazy and having to walk the dog is driving you crazy, and rushing to get up in the morning is driving you crazy, and what else? And your career or job or lack thereof is driving you crazy, and looking at yourself in the mirror is driving you crazy, that would be a very difficult way to start a morning. I don't care how much juice, toasted milk you have. I don't care what you have. That would be difficult. How about we, James Rice, you, me, ourselves, us, make a conscious decision to switch some of those things and to see them differently. I probably told this story before. Once upon a time, a friend of mine, my assistant, she goes, "You're so fortunate that you think that way." I talked to her and actually said to her, I go like, "What do you mean think that way? That's the way it is." Now you're like, "Oh, that's just your opinion." No. Whether you wake up and go, I have to walk the dog, or I get to walk the dog, is up to you. I have to go to work. I get to go to work is up to you. I have the opportunity to drop 30, 40, 50 pounds, or I'll never drop this 30, 40, 50 pounds. I have the opportunity to make an extra $500, dollars a month, $1,000 a month, or this will never work. I'm fortunate to have my wife of 20 years, my spouse, or my kids are a blessing, or I tell you, and here's the funny thing, ponder this a little bit. So with every suggestion or what have you that I make, I always like to add a little bit of, how would you get there? Well, for me, As I saw in my life that when I applied the basics to weightlifting, the basics to studying for my college degree, the basics to any relationship, I saw my happiness go from here to there, success here to there. Okay. And so, since it worked 40 years ago, why wouldn't it work today? But you have to believe it. You know, that's a piece I'm going to keep chatting just more and more and more and more and more about is your belief. Okay. So we go back and now you wake up in that crazy cluttered morning. Maybe an anchor or a trigger that comes to your brain in the month of April, which our theme is housekeeping, not even housekeeping, but spring cleaning. Will you declutter your brain and heart? This is a funny piece for what it's worth. As I chat with people who aren't, and I think about the people, quote, quote, especially the leaders who don't show up to see me, to see my lives, my Zooms, it's okay. Everyone needs to choose the leader they're going to follow, okay? Then that, as I listen to their reasoning and their excuses and how they view it, that strengthens me, believe it or not. It doesn't suck me into the vacuum of the lost. It doesn't suck me into the vacuum of the ungrateful or the disgruntled. It doesn't. It actually strengthens me because I'm like, wow, I don't want to look and sound like that. Isn't that funny how if you want something and you want to be there, to me, the negatives around you actually strengthen and fuel you. And so how can we make that shift? People, keep in mind each morning, afternoon, and evening throughout your day, it's time for spring cleaning. It's time to, again, not only the closet, not only the garage, but will I spring clean my friend list, my what I'm watching on TV list, what I start my morning with, what I listen to on the way to work list, who I eat lunch with, who I spend massive amount of time on the phone with. Well, it's my mom. Whoa, stop. Stop. It's up to you to have those boundaries. Well, it's fine. All I'm telling you is I believe it's up to me to have the boundaries. Does that mean everyone's going to understand my boundaries? No, most definitely not. And that's not going to happen. But you know what? They're not going to understand why you want to wear a camouflage beanie, a fit over 50, why you want to do and have most anything. So they don't need to understand my boundaries either. But I'm telling you, if you do not hold yourself accountable and responsible, the world, your friends, your family will run you over. It's time to spring clean. And that starts with a couple friends, and they don't have to be removed. They just have to know their spot in the closet and their boundaries. Something you watch. It doesn't have to cut it out all the time. It's just say, you know what? Monday through Friday, I'm done watching TV at 10. Maybe a little longer on the weekends. You know, I'm going to have 1 or 2 drinks instead of half a dozen. Something I read. I'm going to thumb through a magazine. Let's just talk about that one. Am I going to thumb through and scroll through social media? People, I'm telling you, and I hear it daily, your life is not growing simply because you're not doing activities that are in alignment with what you say you want. And the cool thing about believing that is that you can change it. You can change it. Funny thing is, those things that we really, really, really don't want to do, and our friends, our family support us not doing, it's easy to control those things. The things that we have a little more challenge with, we say that we don't control. The fact is, they're both in our control. Okay? So I wanted to share that with you because that's a piece that's especially the first of the month. Can I straighten out? Can I spring clean a couple things that now enable me to do a little more activity? Okay. I'm excited. We Zoomed last night. Got a meet up today or tonight. Lives throughout the week. It amazes me the number of people that I don't jump on lives with. That's baffling to me, but okay, to each their own. People in your, this is your proven people in your business. Exposure, exposure, exposure. Attraction, attraction, attraction. You should be consistently and constantly adding ways to attract. Robert Goen, that reminds me, I would put like what's her name's post? Dang it, the new girl today. Her post, I would put Anna in that in a comment and Pete and say, holy cow, look at my girl. She's lighting up the world. We're changing lives together, right? And anyone, your dad, whoever, put them in there and have them also not only acknowledge and recognize her, but they'll see her activity and they'll be more likely to do it. So take this Courtney's post and put in the comments, holy cow, Dad, holy cow, Anna, holy cow, Pete. I don't know whoever else, and cheer her on. It's kind of funny. I make my Rise and Shine. I can't remember what it said, but I hope in Rice Builders you saw my Rise and Shine and enjoyed it. I don't even remember what it said. Anyway, Timothy Keller today, great subject, great bit of knowledge that we're going to turn into wisdom. April 4th, my father's birthday. Check it out. We're talking about desire. The soul has an appetite. We're drawn to good things that are satisfying. But nothing besides God himself should be a non-negotiable necessity for life. Every other enjoyment comes with the danger that we make it, a non-negotiable necessity. To set your heart on anything is to weaken the power to assess that heart. Okay. It must be had at all costs, not now because of its worth, but because of its promise to yourself. So people, my point to that is again, your phones, your watches, your boats, your cars, your muscles, there's nothing wrong with having those things. But when they are set above, when those desires are set above, in this case, you're my creator, though you would have to decide through your own journey, which you've decided. But I'm telling you, no matter what your faith is or what you believe about creation, it's setting your hopes and desires on things that are going to blow away in the dust, or that not everyone's going to like, is just setting you up for failure because you keep searching and searching for that approval. Me personally, I've learned the hard way is that focusing on my foundation, starting with my faith, but my family, my fitness, my friendships, my finances, has provided a security that whether someone notices my watch or the yard or muscles or money or I'm good with it, because that's not where I'm my approval and self-esteem is hold up. Where's yours? Okay. Let's say just one more thing and then we'll rock and roll. This was interesting as we're reading in First Kings. Solomon's now taken the throne, going from Saul to David to Solomon, and now interesting, right? As Solomon's his great wealth, where was his self-esteem? It began with his Lord, and then rolled over to his money, his concubines. Rehoboam, his son, takes charge, increases taxes. Now we got to split Israel and Judah. The point is, if our foundation is not grounded in your fundamentals, faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances, you're going to be chasing, you're going to be competing in a bad way, because those things are going to be more important. Those things are going to cloud your vision. Those things are going to cloud your energy and your ambitions. And trust me, you're going to end up in a house divided. People, sit down for a little bit today, preferably with your spouse. Not having them on board is good luck. And decide for you and your house, what are you going to stand for? Be equally yoked. What are you going to stand for? And are we going to do some spring cleaning together so that as a family, our budget isn't so tight? As a family, our communication, our connection is stronger. Our fitness, are we addressing it? Are we addressing also our social time so that we have quality social time together? But it's not what we're chasing. And are we going to spend some time with our Lord and Savior, our Creator? The cool thing is, it's up to each and every one of you. I'm going to check out. I'm going to head to the gym. Reminder, fly to Vegas tomorrow. I'll be in Vegas Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Who do you know in Vegas that would like to spend some time? Who do you know in Vegas who maybe like to hear about ketones? Who do you know in Vegas that would like to talk shop about doing anything amazing? Reach out and have you put on your social media, hey, I'll be in Vegas. Want to get together? I'll be in Vegas. What should I do? Cool. We'll be at the Virgin Hotel. Come on by. All right, crew. Do your thing. Love each and every one of you. Appreciate you. If you like what I'm doing and you like what I'm doing, share it. It's simply a tool. It's simply another piece of the puzzle that you can share with your community, and hoping that they'll go, they'll get better. They'll grow. Share it.